Punchboard Media,
where we all
bring something
to the table.
Pull up a chair
at punchboardmedia.com.
So now we're here at the OP, and we're talking to Ross here. So what does the OP have going on right now?
So the Op's doing really good. So we're celebrating our 25 years of anniversary as a company, which is fantastic. We're here at Origins 2019, and we're having a really good show. We've brought a lot of really fun games we're excited to talk about. One of the cool ones we got going on, it's our first release here at the show. It's been Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Defense Against the Dark Arts. So you may know us from like Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle, where it's the co-op game where we all play as Ron, Hermione, Neville, and and they're going through
and others,
which is great. We have the expansions too, but so in this game, it's a head-to-head game. So you're playing as students from Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, Gryffindor, Slytherin, and you're in a dueling club. So the whole point of the game is you're building up your deck, and you want to knock them off the board. And so it's a fun little tug of war, and you're playing best out of 5, so 3 out of 5. What you're doing is you're in the similar mechanics where you have your influence and power. You're buying spells and items and allies that all help you along the way. What's pretty cool is, though, as you've got your different households you've got going on, there are cards that will go and help you out specifically. So if you're a Slytherin, there are Slytherin spells that will help you out. Or there's Gryffindor allies that will help you out and do all these things. They'll give you more bonuses and stuff like that. So it's a really cool way to really rev up and get that nice head-to-head feel. So we can play all day. It's been great. We've had both tables have been filled up. It's been a lot of fun. We're pretty jazzed for this game, Harry Potter Hogwarts Battle Defense Against the Dark Arts. And it's good to add more to our Harry Potter line too. The type of the games are great, which is super fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then along with that, we also just announced earlier this week we're doing a Toy Story Obstacles and Adventures deck building game. So It's going to be up to 5 players, and you're going to play through the 4 animated movies of Toy Story and the 2 shorts.
Okay.
So it's going to be available very, very soon, and it has that fun Toy Story feel to it. You can play as Woody and Buzz and Rex and Bo Peep and so on. And it's a blast, and it goes right in time, obviously, with the 4th movie coming out pretty soon. So I didn't get to come to the show because it might have spoilers in it, right? So we didn't want to do that. But yeah, that's coming out too. Stay tuned for that as well. But then also, welcome to the party. We've got our Die Hard Nagatomi Heist board game. So we're showing the stuff here at the show. We'll have available at Gen Con. We're going to be doing a lot there with it. But in Die Hard, you're going to be playing as it's a 1 versus many. So you're playing as John McClane or as the Thieves. And so the game's in 3 acts, and the board evolves and flips and opens as you go through each act. It's very cinematic as you're going through, and John's trying to stop the Thieves and Hans Gruber by making sure he can get the explosives or get a walkie-talkie and save the hostages, all while the Thieves are playing cards that are either going to stop John or unlock the safe. So they've got cards they're playing that are getting the code unlocked, so they can make sure they're unlocking the safe and getting more bonuses that way, which is super cool because they've got to work to do that. So John's got to make sure that he's stopping them as they go through each act, and you're doing all the different things there. So it's a lot of fun. We've had the demo table has been packed for it. The game is super cool. So if you know Die Hard, it's full of quotes, full of cool stories and things like that.
It's sad to admit that I just watched Die Hard for the first time like 3 months ago.
Oh man, how was it?
I really enjoyed it.
It's good. So is it a Christmas movie, yes or no?
I would watch it around Christmas.
Yeah, it's good. So we kind of embraced the red and green theme on that too, which is super fun. It's a good movie. So yeah, we're really excited for that. Die Hard will be coming out in August. So Stay tuned. If you like the movie, you just watched it now. It's great.
Yes. It's fresh in my mind, so.
Yeah, you can do on it, right? We're sitting on the beach earning 20% and no time. So, there's so many quotes. It's great. So along with that, for the op, we just announced our Talisman license in partnership with Games Workshop. So we've got 2 games coming out with this. We're going to be doing a Batman Talisman and a Kingdom Hearts Talisman.
Okay.
So for our Batman version we have here, it's a Supervillains edition. So you're going to be playing as Batman's Rogue Gallery. So you're playing as Mr. Freeze or Poison Ivy, Harley Quinn, Two-Face, and so on. And you're working to become King of Arkham. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be going around in the 3 levels of the game, and you're going to be building up your strength or your cunning. Because in Talisman, obviously, it was strength and magic, but because the characters aren't magical, we made it cunning, which is super fun. So you're building up those abilities. You're going around Arkham. You're going to be fighting inmates, fighting security guards, fighting other Batman heroes as you go around, all the while Batman is hunting you down. And so if you roll a 1, then you would then roll the dice and take control of Batman for a turn and use him to stick him on other players and do all kinds of fun things. So it's a great Talisman game. So it's a nice move adventure game where you're trying to get to the middle and take over that. And then same thing with Kingdom Hearts. You're going to be all working together to make sure that you can essentially, close the door and hold back the darkness.
Okay.
So that both boards have a very different style of art. The Batman obviously is very sepia tone and dark and New 52 kind of look, where Kingdom Hearts is like liquid Jolly Ranchers like on your face, right? So it's all new illustrated art too, like for the board at least, which is great, and we're really excited for that. Yeah. Also at the show, we've got a couple other games. I don't have the boxes right here, but we're showing off Dungeon Academy. Okay. So that's our new roll and write. We've been working with Matago, and it's a cool adventure game where you're playing as different heroes that are learning how to be the best hero they can be. So you've got this dice, that's the dungeon, and so you flip it open, and then you've got to essentially draw your way through the dungeon. You're fighting off blobs and big ogres, and you're gaining more potions, and then at the end of each round you get more items. So you can choose through that. There's like 13 different characters you can play as. It's super fun. And then also we've got our It Evil Below game. So have you seen It?
I have not. I've seen the original.
Yeah. So it's based off the new movie, and it's a very scary game. I'm not a huge horror movie fan, but like it's been a blast to play. And so it's a co-op game where we're working against Pennywise, and we've got to save the kids from being stolen or vanished or whatever is happening with Pennywise and the kids, right? So as you're doing that, there's different balloons that are in each location, like Bev's apartment and so on. And you've got to gain different totems to put into your deck so that when Pennywise attacks and you flip cards over, you've got more cards that support you versus him fighting you off. And so you've got to make sure that you're managing all your locations, because you can either on your turn go and draw more items or bring back the kids to the locations. And if you get overwhelmed and there's too many places that have been lost, then he'll roll over and just take you. So it's got a kind of a jump scare, like a threat management you got to get going on, which has been fantastic. Yeah. I think we're kind of just rocking away. It's been a really good year for us here at the Op. Our Origins has been really cool. We've been pretty packed, as you guys can tell, with all the games we got going on. And we've got a lot more fun games coming out too. Our Toy Story game is obviously doing very well, like announcement-wise. And we're pretty excited for a lot of the games coming out this year. So
there's a little bit of something for everybody, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of the hope, right? We like having a very diverse, like opportunity of games that are around, from family games to party games to licensed games to hobby games. And the Op, we're really excited to be able to bring a lot of fun, licensed, and well-made games to the market.
Awesome. So definitely swing by the booth if you're here at Origins, or try to find some of these games when they're available at your local game store.
That'd be great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.